whatever season you've got, we got you covered in Forza Horizon 4. We've also got some awesome cars to reveal right now, John.
Lots of them, but we'll start with these 7.
That's right. We're going to start with these 7. This is the Formula Drift car pack. Now, you guys know about this pack. You know that it's a, if you pre-order the game, you get this pack. But what we haven't revealed is the entire car list yet, John.
Yep.
We've showed off 2 of the cars in earlier back in July.
And this is one of them.
This is one of them.
Justin Pollock's 2015 Mustang.
Before we get to the cars, where are we in the world?
This is your first house.
Okay.
Everybody gets this house. I think this is the first house you get in the game. It's called the Gables. It's a nice house out in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
And remind people about houses very quickly. What are
player houses are, you can think of as almost like another functional hub, like the festival hub, where you can fast travel there, you can work on your cars there. And what's really cool is you can also do Forza Vista and car painting here. You can still do it in the festival if you want, but you can actually see what your decals and all your artwork looks like outside in natural lighting, which is a new thing.
All right, so people know about this car. This is the car, the Mustang, of course, driven by Justin Pollock. Tell us about this car.
Well, Gabe, you probably know more about this car than I do.
This car.
All right, yeah, this is the this is a Roush Racing. This is an actual 25 model year. This is Justin's car that he raced last year. But specs are all the same. You know, as you can see, there's lots of carbon fiber on this car. It's a supercharged V8, Ford V8. Obviously, it's Roush. You know, Roush built that engine. But as you can see, the detail that we got into this is outstanding. The level of access that we got to the car to pull things open and get in and take photos of, you know, all the little details, it's all reflected in what we delivered in the game. And I'm really excited and proud of what the team has done with the modeling and the delivery of this car. You can see the difference in, you know, the metallics in the livery. You can see the carbon fiber, the weave. You can see the matte colors and like the stars and whatnot. So, you know, this is the same level of detail that we delivered across all the FD cars, and it started with the access to these cars and how close we got to get
and
to
speaking
those.
of access, here's another one all the way from Australia.
The Maloo. Yeah, this is Josh Robinson's ride, and just to go on a little tangent here. You know, this Maloo, you know, FD has a strict no trucks rule to race, so he had to get
truck.
he had to get special permission to use this because it's part truck, part car, right? So he had to get special permission to use this.
Oh, look at that.
The beautiful thing about this Maloo, as you can see, again, it's powered by a supercharged V8 motor. This thing is making over 1,000 horsepower, and you can just look at the detail that we put into the engine and the livery, and as you get into the
you forgot to put a steering wheel on here.
Oh,
I think
wait a
that's a
minute.
bug.
Oh.
Forgot that.
Oh,
no way to hold up.
it's from Australia.
Right-hand drive, baby.
Okay, it's a right-hand drive. It's from Australia.
All right.
Yeah, so, again, the detail, when you get into the game, when you get this pack, you're going to love just checking out all the little details. Go in there, explore the engine, look at the back, because a lot of the sheet metal has been removed from this vehicle.
I'll go right back
So we're going to actually drive back to the house so we can check out a few more of the cars. We'll check out all the cars. But Gabe, when we think about that Ute as a truck, and technically it starts as a utility vehicle in Australia, but it competes alongside the other traditional quote-unquote cars in Formula D. How do they get that? How do they get the Ute in a shape that it can compete with a Mustang, compete with a 240 and all of that?
Yeah, it's great because Formula D is it's relatively new. It's one of the younger sporting when you think of like Formula One or FIA, whatever. The rules are very lenient on what you can do to a car to make it competitive. There are very few rules that limit what you can do. The main one being the pickup points for the suspension. Outside of that, you can do just about anything.
Horsepower can vary from
700 all the way up to over 1,000 horsepower.
Wow.
And you have the same car. You have a 650, 700 horsepower car competing with a 1,000 horsepower car.
How much is in this Viper?
This Viper is over 1,000 horsepower. This Viper it's the stock V10 of the Dodge Viper V10, but it's twin turbocharged, so it's ridiculous. It's plus the engine is a work of art. The way they have the turbos mounted on it.
Here, let's pop off the
let's take that
bonnet and see what we got.
Oh, look at that.
So what you have here is flanking the engine right there is a massive turbos feeding that bad boy.
Wow.
That's why this guy's one of the more powerful cars in the series.
Wow.
Stock engine, upgraded bits to handle, the forced induction on this bad boy. But yeah, this is Dean Kearney's car, and you know,
And this is
again,
all
look at the detail.
It's all fuel in the back, right? I mean,
It's
those
all
big
fueled
fans.
in the back. If you
Yep.
look at this, those big fans are actually drawing air through the radiator. They mount the radiators on the rear of these cars because the front end gets a lot of action.
Sure.
So what I've learned was these cars can actually, after the drift, you know, after they do a run, the cars sit at idle while the judges put in their scores.
Okay.
And, you know, just about any other race car cannot sit there sitting still. You
It
know,
has to have
for
that
any
air
amount of
moving in
reason.
through
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
These cars are set up to handle that.
All right, let's
Well,
see what other
Let's
ones we
pause
got.
right here, John,
Yep.
real quick, so people can see the full list, because
Oh,
this is the
yeah, here
full
we go.
list here.
Yep.
So we've seen the Mustang, we've seen the Ute, we just were looking at the Viper. What do you think next, John?
Well, you want to take a
And they
look
say
at,
if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll
that's the,
forget
that's
his
another
evil
F15,
ways and learn to love us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All who oppose, all who oppose,
Another.
forget his evil ways and learn to love us.
Matt Field. Matt Field's car.
All they
Definitely
say,
got that Falcon, classic Falcon.
they say
livery
we
underneath
offer
all
simple
the,
answers
Yeah.
to
all the other
complex problems.
sponsors.
You know, you'll
But
see a
perhaps
lot
there is a
of the
simple
same,
answer.
you know, design cues, or should I say functional cues,
Uh-huh.
you know, rear-mounted radiator, big honking motor up front.
Big old-
You know, the unique one about this car is it's got a Vortex centrifugal supercharger mounted, not a twin screw or roots mounted
Of course.
on the
I'm going to
intake
pretend I know
manifold.
what that means. That's good detail. More power. That's
Yes,
right.
that's what it is, baby.
Take a
Yeah.
look
So this
inside.
is an S15. If you look at this, you know,
Wait, is that a cooler? Is that where it keeps his Pepsi?
Yeah, that's
hey
just
man,
Coke.
you know, it's got to
Keep
keep
your
yourself
rock
cool,
star or
man. Got to
whatever
keep the
in there.
driver cool.
Okay.
You know, no, he doesn't
The
have
big
any time to
handbrake, of
plan
course.
that
That's a
stuff.
signature for these cars.
Oh, it is key to drifting.
Yep.
That and the, you know, the steering angle, and these guys, there's no time ever to relax during
all that
running
detail
this
back
thing.
there.
Yeah. So again, you can see
Sure.
what you see in the trunks is the fuel tank and the radiator.
Mm-hmm.
So what they'll run, you'll see the cooling lines running through the inside of the car, just big hoses just running back, you know, to the engine, to the radiator.
I want to see this BMW.
Yeah,
This is
325,
Andy
baby.
Haley's, right?
This is Andy Haley's. It's a
Oh, that
it's
is gorgeous.
325.
That's
but
actually
it's
kind of
beautiful.
subtle
Beautiful. I love the box
Subtle.
flares. Box
Wait,
flares
look at
are
that.
wonderful.
Look at that mean.
Yeah, that is
stance
pretty
on
mean
there.
looking.
Oh, but when you stand up, you know, you got to clearance that supercharger, right?
Yeah,
What's he got under the hood?
love the
Oh, it's
orange.
lovely.
It's worth
Hey,
pointing.
what is this? It's a V8 and it's supercharged.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
so what-
sacrilege, isn't it? But that's
Not
part of
really
Formula
argue.
Drift, right? You know, they get
Yeah.
a big engine, they
You gotta
slap
make
it in the
that
car they
power,
want.
man. Got to make that smoke.
One of the things that's interesting is we were talking about this earlier, Gabe, but these cars, you know, you expect in performance race cars they have a single seat. Every car I've seen so far has had 2 seats in the front, and you said there's good reason for that.
Oh, yeah. Formula Drift is all about the fans. It is
Mm-hmm.
all about that engagement of the community. And anyone who's been to a Formula Drift event knows they set specific time aside to meet with the drivers,
Right.
and the drivers want to meet their fans.
That's
they
cool.
want to know what's up.
And give 'em
So
ride-alongs.
this is about giving people rides.
I love
yeah.
it.
Sweet. All right, we got time to look at another one.
Yeah,
before
let's look
we
at another one.
Go for a
So
spin.
we've got a couple. I noticed that I saw in chat people were asking. We've got a lot of 240s in this pack, but they're all slightly different.
Oh,
right?
they're
all tuned
very
differently, right?
different.
Very, very
Yeah.
different. They're different years. They're different. They're set up for the drivers.
Okay.
Right. It's very.
It's like putting on shoes.
It
right?
would be very difficult for one driver to get into another driver's car and do what they can in their own car. You know, they're very, very personal to the driver's tastes. So this here is Alec Honadale's Rain-X car. He's racing this one this year. And surprise, surprise, it's a
What?
supercharged V8. So these
Nice.
are big LS motors, you know, 6+ liters. Intercooled, a lot of cases they're intercooled, supercharged, making, you know, between 700 and 1,000 horsepower.
Wow.
Again, another rear-mounted radiator. But as you can see, as you get in there, you can see all the details that we were able to, you know, to shoot and model into the cars. You know, all the stickers and all the screws and
Riff-raff.
the wires and, you know, everything. It's great, right down to his wooden.
Sweet.
I like how all of the handbrake are slightly different as well. They got a different
Yeah,
design, and
yeah.
they look or feel different. I love that.
Yeah, so beautiful car.
All right, and
The Rain-X
I think-
240.
I think we've got one more car.
One more? Okay.
Is that right? Have we gotten?
No, I think we've got a couple more.
We got a couple more.
We've got the yellow 240 and
Yeah.
No, I think
That's
that's
it.
it.
This
You're
is the
right.
last
I think
one
you're
right here.
All right,
All
let's
right.
check that one out. Maybe that'll be the one we drive.
This is Corey Hosford's car.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, it is Corey Hosford's car.
Just to tell everybody, Corey did come by the studio a few weeks ago to have fun driving his car around in the game, and yeah.
Now, this is a great car because, yes, it's another S15, but the body kit, this is a Rocket Bunny Boss kit, and as you can tell, it gives it that muscle car look from the front end. It's so cool. It looks like, a classic muscle car. Another unique feature of this guy is he's got the exterior mounted intercooler for his twin turbo setup. His turbos
And the wastegates
the
through the
wastegates
hood.
actually vent through the hood
To shoot flames,
shoot
which he
flames.
said
Oh.
that's the whole reason he did that, so
That's
he could shoot flames from the hood.
Which makes this the car
Heck
we
yeah.
have to drive, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Should we take it for a spin?
Yeah, let's take
Let's
this
do
car
it.
for
All
a
right.
spin. We're going to, you've seen the cars in the pack. There's a lot of variety there, Gabe. There's so many cool examples of what Formula Drift is doing. And like you said, these cars are fit to their drivers, so there's a lot of variety there, which I really appreciate. We're going to take these for a spin, some of them for a spin, and go to a brand new section, John, that we haven't seen before. I
Yeah, so I'm going to take us to the train yards where we're going to have some fun just ripping around in a nice area that's just a really cool place to have fun drifting.
If you've played Forza Horizon 4, you know we have these sort of
Yep.
playground areas where we can just go and
Yeah, so if you see the map here, I'm going to scooch on up to this area near Edinburgh,
Yep.
and I'm going to park the car right here in this rail yard,
Express Railway.
and it's just a fun playground. And there's a few playgrounds like this. There's an airfield, which is kind of set up as a drift park, but I chose the airfield today because
The railway.
sorry,
Express
the railway.
yeah.
See, I'm confusing myself already. The railway, and here I'm just going to drive in a dash cam view here so you can see hopefully some wastegates shooting flames once we start drifting around here. But boom, there you go. Flames out the hood.
Love it.
So yeah, extreme steering angle. Watch out, extreme steering angle on these cars. Look at, I'll just park here for you, and you can see. Crank that all the way over there. Crank that one. What do you say that is, Gabe? Is that like 60 degrees? Yeah. Yeah. So these cars are really set up to drift.
It is beautiful.
All right,
It's-
which one am I drifting next? Do we have anybody?
Yeah, let's see. We've got the list here, guys. If you want to see one of these particular cars hooning around, let us know in the chat, and we will do our best to accommodate you.
In the
We've
meantime,
got-
this BMW.
Okay,
looks
we'll do the
pretty cool.
BMW. But let us know in the chat. We'll try to keep an eye on that and show you the car you want to see next. Right now, we're going to be in the BMW.
I think Playground mentioned this in their stream as well, but car delivery is free now. So anywhere you are in the world, if you got the wrong car for the job, you just say, I want my car delivered to me, and we don't charge you any in-game credits or anything like that. So you can do that to your heart's delight.
Good news is a lot of people are saying the BMW. So we got you, man. We got you. You want to see the BMW, you got it.
Yeah, let's get some cockpit.
Viper's next. A lot of votes for the Viper, so maybe we do the Viper next.
Want to take it for a spin? Should we get another car?
Yeah, let's show the Viper. People wanted to see the Viper,
Viper.
so let's check out the Viper.
All right. Let me get off the road here just in case they get...
Super Shocker says we're terrible at drifting.
Oh, come on,
Oh, come
man.
on, man.
I'm on a stream here.
Yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
right.
We're talking and
He's
playing
right.
at the same
Actually,
time.
it's
We're
a good
showing
point,
you
though.
guys.
Not everybody is born to drift, right? I am not the world's greatest
put my
drifter.
hand up for that
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone put your hand up.
That's right.
And these cars are... they're hard to handle a little bit,
Mhm.
to be quite honest. You're going to have to, it's going to take some practice to really dial it in.
Try to drive one of these straight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just try to drive a
Oh,
regular
wait, I'm
Viper
going
straight.
the wrong way here, sorry. I meant to be going back the way we came.
So what part of the world are we here?
This is kind of the southwest corner of Edinburgh, I
Okay.
think. So we're just kind of not really in the city. We're just on the outskirts of the city. But I chose this drift zone because it's kind of long and pretty epic. Even though, as who was it who pointed out, I'm not the world's greatest drifter. See, there's a Drivatar drifting through here too, but luckily not screwing up my score.
He's also ghosted, so that's perfect.
And that says, that's Ralph Fulton's development
Oh,
Drivatar.
Fat Teen.
Yeah, it's a development Drivatar, so it's kind of like, that we haven't
Yeah.
drifted out here. Well, we haven't drifted the Mustang
Yeah.
out here yet.
Mustang.
Show what happens, man.
We are
Mustang.
still showing off the Formula Drift car pack for Forza Horizon 4. This pack is also coming to Forza Motorsport 7 later this fall. If you
I hear it's free
that's
for
right.
some people.
It is free. You can pre-order Forza Horizon 4. we still have yet to get to Forza Motorsport 7. So if you're curious about the update for Forza Motorsport 7, trust us, that's on its way. We're taking some time with the Forza Horizon 4, the Formula Drift cars here.
I like this Mustang. It drifts itself.
Look at the
Is
detail.
that how it goes? It drifts itself.
It drifts itself. I'm just suggesting.
People are freaking out over this exhaust.
Well, is it? I can't really hear it, but I imagine it's nice and loud in Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I like this car.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah. Now, I know it's not his current Falcon livery, but you know these cars are a snapshot in time, right? Right, Gabe?
That's it. That's
When did we source this car?
Last year.
Last year. That's right.
Sure.
He's got a 2018 Mustang now, or does he? Or is it still the same car?
Roush puts their own.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us. All to oppose, all to oppose. Forget his evil ways and learn to love us. All to oppose, all. And they say we offer simple answers to complex problems. Well, perhaps there is a simple